Hello, this is Ranjit Goswami here, and I'm trying to do my first video blog. Let's see how it goes. What do I talk about? I don't have a paper or pen, I have not noted down anything. But today, what I'm planning to talk about is how to be a good speaker, or if you want to speak something, if you are talking in a public event or even in a group, how do you speak better? So I'll try to touch upon this in a 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes video. And there is no preparation for that, just the idea came and there was some suggestions earlier I received. Somebody said, try to do video blogs. So why not? Give it a try. It may be a messy show, it may be an awfully bad show, but there's nothing to lose, right? So this is, coming to the topic clearly. How do you become a better speaker? My first take would be, when you're talking on something, there is an objective of the talk. There is an objective of the talk, and what are you trying to achieve through the talk? Be it in a public event, be it among the group as a member, or even be it you talk with your son, with your friends, and with your family members, students, whatever you do. There is some purpose for which you are talking. It is not always, remember the purpose, the goal that you want to achieve. You want to make a point. The point is already gaining traction in the group. You want to strengthen the point. There is a point which you believe needs to be stressed, that nobody is stressing. If the group is going haywire, going off track, how do you bring the group to a track and getting back to the rational thinking which you believe you can provide? So some of these areas I want to touch upon. So always remember, first thing I will say that in any talks, anywhere you speak, there are few golden rules I believe I have learned, and be it in Harvard, in communication, negotiation, or feedback, giving and receiving feedback. How do you give feedback? How do you receive feedback? The feedback can be one-to-one or one-to-many. So first lesson is that even if you want to criticize something, don't go, what do we say, that, don't go, the right word would be nuclear, or the right word would be that shock and also, unless it is badly demanded. If you want to demolish somebody, adopt that approach, the shock and awe. Just from the first word, first line, just demolish somebody. But if it is not so bad, not so severe, always try to see some positives and some negatives, and then come to the point. Because if you talk only negative, what I said earlier, shock and awe therapy, that you demolish somebody from the first word, first sentence to the last word, that is normally not needed and not desired. You always try to be open-minded and say something positive, say something negatives, and say where you finally stand clearly. So here I will say that, if you criticize somebody from first line to last line, he or she will stop reading. Your objective is not to make an enemy. Your objective is not to, demolish somebody most of the time. Your objective is to show somebody light, the right path, the right reasoning, the right approach to an issue. So it is important that you give and receive feedback with the right mindset, and keep an open mind. That is the first point. Second point would be, always be honest to yourself. Never try to pretend to be somebody. This point I believe needs more elaboration. Never try to be somebody else, or never try to be, balancing, or, sounding sweet to somebody unnecessarily where it is not needed. You should always try to be yourself. What you truly believe in, what you truly feel is right. And with confidence, you know that you are right. There is the times we may be wrong. So you know your topic well, and you know your topic well. You know that beyond the surface. You understand the subject well. So you can provide some insight to the audience, to the target group. So it is important that you try to be honest to yourself. It can be a movie review. You saw a film, some films you like, some films you don't like. Say why do you like that film or why you don't like the film. A song, a speech, a newspaper article, another video blogger, whatever, it could be anything, a social media post in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So whatever, you believe that there is something happening, you can keep quiet, that is one choice. But when you feel keeping quiet should not be an option, you have an opinion on that, and the opinion is important for the society, for yourself. I don't know what age group you are in. You are in early teens, in early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, 40s, whatever. But there are some times, as they say, keeping quiet is not an option. And I'm not trying to say on which topic that should be, but there are times when you say society, a part of the society, or a large part of the society, to a region, to a state, to the nation is going off track, doing things which it should not be doing. You should speak out, and you should speak out confidently on what you truly believe in. Don't try to be scared there, don't try to be pretend to somebody else. And you should be truly honest to yourself. You believe, you try to do your best. Now, if the audience takes it right, fine. If it takes it wrongly, nothing to worry about. You will receive some brickbats, you will receive some praise. Let the praise not go to your head. Let the brickbats not touch you much. As they say, you need to develop a thick skin. Most good journalists, most good content writers, even think about Arundhati Roy as a writer. The best journalist in India, like this NDTV, what's his name? If I'm forgetting the name, I'm not talking suddenly. Ravish is a great journalist, received worse feedbacks or threats, trolls. Think about Prashant Bhushan, think about good journalists who write on current political, social environment. They all receive big bats. Even you may belong to that group. I don't have any objection to that. You may belong to that group. I don't have any objection to that. But what I believe is that you should truly believe in. It is not something because everybody is saying this. This is the herd mentality. Because everybody believes in that story. If you say something wrong, which is not following the herd mentality, which is sort of a black sheep. So these are the things you should worry about. So my 2 points advice is that you need to think about 2-3 things. How do you start? It is demolishing somebody or it is giving a constructive feedback. Number 2 is that be honest to yourself. It is very important. And to be honest to yourself, and you need to be really reading, thinking, analyzing a lot. I don't think, or I don't never recommend you to speak off track, not knowing something in depth. I know there is no end of that research or that content or who is right or who is wrong. But at least something you should know about that truly, which is credible. I always really believe the word that credible. Who is saying that? You need to understand. There are a lot of newspaper content which will come up in India. There is one school of thought which believes that there is a left liberal media, there is a Gori media. I think there is no, that those classifications are wrong again, Those are something like somebody can write you off by terming you as left liberals, right wing, left wing, or something what they say, secular, anti-secular, progressive, not progressive. You have different forms. You can adjust to different forms. You are not one single self that one single lens can project you right. You have opinions. You understand things so well. What they say, the big picture again. So it is important that you see this properly. You be true to yourself. You don't fake anything. You don't try to pretend somebody else who you are truly not. And whenever you try to speak well, speak confidently. Truth shows. It is, please remember these things. Truth, honesty, this shows. You should be honest to yourself. That's the biggest test you should have. And right now, off track, I think it is already running 9 minutes 34 seconds. I should stop it. Enough. Thank you if you're watching it. Good night.